Hi, it's Melissa, your local teen librarian from the Northwest Santa Rosa branch of the Sonoma County Library, and I am so excited that this year for LumaCon we're actually doing a readathon as well. So we're doing it on Beanstack, which is the platform we use for summer reading and winter reading. There's links in the bio for more info on that, but without further ado, let's get started. So the first prompt for the readathon is fear. So for this prompt, I've chosen to read a book by one of my favorite horror authors, Paul Tremblay. I'm going to read Survivor Song, which is not about the current pandemic we're in, but it kind of feels like it is. So it follows these two women as like some type of virus starts ravaging everywhere and everything. So kind of hits close to home, which is going to make it really scary, I think. But I'm pretty excited. I've read his book, Head Full of Ghosts, which is about a girl who is possessed, and that was super good. I really liked it, so hoping this will be also just as good. Second prompt is secrecy. Read a book where there are secrets in it, and I've chosen to read Bravery by Ryan LaSala. I feel like everyone but me has read this book already, so first of all, I need to get with the times and just go ahead and read it. But I'm pretty sure this book follows a main character who's had his memory erased or something, or he has like some amnesia, so I feel like there are secrets being kept from him. It's a fantasy book, and yeah, I've heard really great things about it, so hopefully I like it too. Prompt number 3 is friendships. So reading a book with strong friendships, and for that one I've chosen Miss Meteor. This is co-written by Taylor K. Mejia and Anna Marie McLemore. And it's about two teenage girls who are like kind of outcasts in their town, and that's mostly because they're not white. So they enter the town's beauty pageant to disrupt the norms of everything going on. So that sounds pretty good to me. I'm going to try it out. Miss Meteor. Prompt number 4 is mythology. So reading a book like based on mythology or like classics and stuff. And I've chosen to read Circe by Madeline Miller. This book follows a character that is, she's a minor character in the Odyssey, I think. Circe, she's a witch that I believe in the Odyssey she like captures Odysseus for a while and like forces him to stay on her island, but this book follows like her life. I mean, fictional, but I don't know. I've only heard good things about it. I've had this book for like over a year and I probably should read it, so I'm taking this opportunity to read it. Number 5 is superpowers. So this is a prompt where read a book with a character who has a superpower or special powers or something like that, and I've chosen to read Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. So in this book, the magic is gendered. So like boys can only be like one type of witch and girls can be another type of witch, and it depends, like based on your gender, you're stuck with a certain type of magic. And this book follows a trans boy who his family is like kind of like, no, you can't do like the brujo magic, but he's like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and he does because that's his real gender is like actually a boy. And I just think it's going to be so good. I've only heard good things about it. It's also awesome to have like more Latinx representation, so I'm gonna check out Cemetery Boys. Number 6 is science, so read a book with science or technology. And I've decided to finally read the sequel to Scythe. So this is book 2 in the series Thunderhead. And I feel like everybody knows what the series is about, but basically it is a society in the future. It's kind of a utopia where nobody can die. Like literally if you got sick, there's a cure. If you jumped off a bridge, there's like no way you can die. So because of that, they have an overpopulation problem. So there's this group of people in the society whose job is, they're called the sides. Their job is essentially to like choose who gets to die. So, and all at the top of it, there's this like cloud-based thing that is making like some of the decisions. So that's where the technology comes in, like cloud-based technology, which I think book 2 focuses more on that. So we'll see. Number 7 is Bravery. So reading a book about a character or person you think is being brave. And I've chosen this book, None Shall Sleep, because I recently binge watched that show Mindhunters on Netflix, and I think this is low-key like gonna be similar to that because it follows a teenage girl who like gets called up by Quantico, and they're like, we need you to help us like interview serial killers. And it is technically historical fiction because I believe it takes place in the 70s, it could be the 80s, but I feel like that is something that requires an intense amount of bravery to go into these high security prisons and to interview like actual serial killers. So that is None Shall Sleep. It's also a new book. Number 8 is read a graphic novel. So graphic novels and manga are one of my favorite things to read. I've chosen this book 2 of Surviving the City for this challenge. This is about 2 Indigenous girls up in Canada, I believe, and I guess it's like realistic fiction but in comic book form, and I just really love the artwork. I mean, look at this cover. Look at this cover. The artwork is beautiful. So yeah, Surviving the City. Number 9 is reading a book adapted for a TV or a movie. Okay, so I have a confession to make. I only recently this year watched Avatar for the first time, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's amazing. It's so good. I wish I had watched it when I was a teenager when it was coming out, but I totally missed it for some reason. So, for those of you that don't know, there's actually a prequel series based off of Avatar Kyoshi. This is book 1. I think it's a duology. Anyway, so this is book 1, and I guess this isn't like, this wasn't adapted into the TV show or anything, and I don't think it's going to, but it's kind of like it was adapted from the TV show. So because we have like, this is the prequel now, so about Avatar Kyoshi, and then we have the Avatar series with Avatar Aang, and then we have Legend of Korra, which follows Avatar Korra. So I've almost done with Korra, and I also want to learn about Avatar Kyoshi. So this is my pick. 10 is to read a book by or about someone from a different background than you. So I am half Latina, half white, so I'm mixed, and also like 2 different origins, race-wise. So I chose to read We Are Not Free, which is historical fiction about the Japanese internment in the US. So I'm not Asian, and I think it would be great to learn more about this like really dark history. It's part of American history that's not really talked about that much. So that's We Are Not Free. Number 11 is buddy read. So teaming up to read a book with your friends. And me and my friends are actually going to read the My Hero Academia manga. So right now we're working on volume 1. And it's kind of awesome because it's going to continue after LumaCon, but I know, right? It's kind of crazy that I haven't read My Hero Academia, even though it's like the hottest manga / anime right now. So joke's on me. Gonna get sped up with it. My Hero Academia, that's my pick for number 11. Probably not gonna read the whole series like during LumaCon, but at least a volume or 2. For number 12, it's read a book involving art, and I've chosen to read this manga. It's called What's Michael? Fat Cat Collection. It's just a bunch of like, it's a bunch of cat comics, and I love cats. I have a cat. This is my cat. So I'm gonna read What's Michael. It's hopefully going to be a really nice and relaxing manga, and hopefully really cute and funny. And that's my TBR for LumaCon. I am once again so excited. I love readathons. I'm super excited that we're having our first like Sonoma County Library sponsored readathon, and I hope you all participate too. Feel free to make your own videos and tag us or tag us on social media, and don't forget to participate in Beanstack. All right, bye!